The electricity in your socket right now may have started as a ceramic pellet the size of your fingertip. The Nuclear Energy Institute reports that one of those pellets holds about as much energy as a ton of coal. And a nuclear power plant uses all of that to do something almost disappointing. It boils water. That is the honest description. A reactor is an extraordinarily expensive way of making steam. If you have already seen how a gas power plant makes electricity, the second half of this machine is the same machine, and only the heat source has changed. So, where does the electricity actually appear? Not in the reactor. Follow it through, one part at a time. The design you are picturing is a pressurized water reactor. The International Atomic Energy Agency tracks more than 400 power reactors in operation, and roughly 3/4 of them are this type. Everything that matters happens inside one thick-walled steel cylinder with a domed lid, one fat pipe entering low on its side, and one leaving high on the other. It starts in a fuel rod, a thin, sealed metal tube around 4 meters long, packed with a stack of those ceramic pellets. Inside a pellet, a uranium atom absorbs a passing neutron and splits into 2 lighter atoms, throwing out 2 or 3 fresh neutrons as it breaks. Those fragments fly apart at enormous speed and crash into the atoms around them, and that crashing is heat. Control rods hang between the fuel bundles on thin rods and slide down to swallow spare neutrons, which is how the rate of splitting is held steady instead of climbing. Water is pumped past the fuel under roughly 150 times normal air pressure, so it can reach about 300 degrees Celsius and still never boil. Read that again. The water touching the fuel does not boil. It is squeezed so hard that it cannot. That water carries the heat out to a steam generator, a tall vessel packed with thousands of thin metal tubes. The heat crosses the tube walls into a second water circuit that never touches the fuel at all. 2 separate circuits, because the water in the reactor picks up radioactivity, and the steam in the turbine hall must not. This second circuit is the one that finally boils. Now the machine looks like every other power station on Earth. The steam blasts into a turbine and pushes against row after row of angled blades, spinning a shaft. The shaft turns a generator, a huge coil of copper wire rotating inside a magnetic field. And that is the exact instant your electricity exists. Not in the reactor, here, in a magnet going round. Then the steam has to be dealt with. It enters a condenser, a chamber full of cold tubes fed from a river or the sea, where it collapses back into liquid water and gets pumped forward to be boiled again. Why bother? Because collapsing the steam pulls the turbine exhaust down towards a vacuum, and that suction is what lets the blades take so much work out of the steam in the first place. And this is where the disappointment turns into a real cost. Roughly 2/3 of the heat from those pellets never becomes electricity at all. It leaves the site as slightly warmer river water, or as that white plume drifting off a cooling tower. The plume is not smoke, and it is not radioactive. It is the plant admitting it could not use the heat. A steam turbine only converts the share of the heat that the temperature drop across it allows, and nuclear steam runs cooler than the gas inside a modern gas turbine. Cooler steam means less of the energy turns into motion. So the fingertip of uranium is doing something genuinely remarkable, and then handing the result to hardware invented in the 1800s. That is the whole answer. A nuclear power plant does not make electricity out of atoms. It makes heat out of atoms, then steam out of heat, then rotation out of steam, and only in the very last step, in a spinning coil of copper, does electricity appear. The same final step sits inside a coal plant, a gas plant, and a hydro dam. Uranium never touches the grid. If you want to know how the machines behind your electricity, your heating, and your car actually work, that is what this channel takes apart, one at a time. Subscribing costs you nothing and keeps the next one in front of you. So, the next time a light comes on, run the chain backwards. A copper coil turning, a jet of steam, a loop of water that is not allowed to boil, and at the far end of it, a pellet you could balance on your fingertip.